Now we are going to watch a video. Oh, I haven't got it up. Why didn't I get it up yet? Oh well. Well, first we're going to watch this. I know I watched it on my other stream, but I didn't do it on this. And I try and do these kind of things on entertainment, even though it's British history in here. And like I said, I love getting history in music videos. And my avatar to me, she kind of looks a little bit British. You know, that's just a me thing, though. Now let's. And unfortunately, side tangent, I cannot change her because I created this on the Droid mobile app thing, and you can only create avatars, you can't edit them. So she's kind of stuck like this for now, but oh well. It's fine. I like how she looks. She also makes me think of Faith from Buffy, who I have as one of my favorite characters, so that's fine too. And we just shut up and let's get to it. You know what? I think I want to make it full screen. Will it still show up? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I'm in the way there. No. Okay. We're not. I mean, I did download it, so I could do it that way. No, I'm mouthing off because I want to open it. I've been playing this a lot lately. Oh, those boots. I actually looked. This was the closest I could find to replicate them. And I am annoyed that there wasn't closer, but because I looked all over. There were similar, but this was the closest match I found.
British not skittish, my jolly good chap. British not skittish, and done with this.
Oh, let me go back because let me put the closed captions on because it goes very fast and you might need the help. I did.
British not skittish, my jolly good chap. British not skittish, and done with this crap. British not skittish, with the noise from the nap to take here. For your skull a good rap, raise your pint, lads in the back street. Pub below, flashing purple threads, dystopic window. The goal they created and couldn't control. Amelia girl was such an own goal. Fish and chips on the lips, labor cracking their whips. I say now have you all seen these sad selling clips? Bloody 1984 on the floor. Sad propaganda that's looking so poor. They can't conceal you, Amelia, the natural appeal. You mean straight to the top and so real, we can feel you. Amelia, you popped off the line between the darkest fear and what's yours and mine. Amelia, voice sounds like a fine, just inspiring your oblivious game design. Purple shadowy gas coronated our queen, not meant to be base, but you came out clean to the ministry of truth. Lick it under the night, the license to speak what's in plain sight. Who keeps the island when the tide turns awry? Amelia, I feel you, lead the path. Why? 4 boys will run from a thunderclap. British not skittish, and done with this crap. Tried to shut it all down, but she ran a fool lap. Why fools left in chorus, the memes on tap. Look straight ahead now, stormtroopers don't dare. She fought for rivers and soil and let down cold air. Pull the plug quick when plans got out of hand. Guess they never heard about dear old stories on what they tried to suppress. The blue shadow band like Bob's your uncle oppressed the homeland. But echoes don't die once you know their name. And slamming the lid is just boosting the fame. Not hating her eyes, just stop and refrain. This green old eye won't be conquered again. Locked by the sea when the speech isn't free. This sea you and these those of reality. Protect your own grand, let the Shire be. Shut the Shire down, fuck the BBC. Oh, Amelia, a pearl in the wire. The red flag who fan the flames of the fire. The ones who remember the fire but dawn. The footy on Saturdays and the long gone. Fishnet defiance, your unbound stare. You're more than a warning, you're already there. Amelia, we feel you tonight. Rebel clad in purple and pink so bright. Westminster chill with the grooming gangs. Fucked around, time to bed and fangs. Hard stay unto friends who toil. The sword right off if you dare to spoil. Some might say this man's around. Take my advice, get lost in the jam. If you ask me, she can plainly see we were knee deep in Palazzo supremacy. Girl spit straight facts, she's bloody brilliant. Identities allowed to be resilient. Don't let them weaponize your charity. The difference between cruelty and clarity. Your homeland's yours, your task in hand.
This is my favorite part here. Queen Amelia.
Homeland's yours, your
Now Twitch is just now telling me I'm streaming. Okay, that was that. And this video makes me sad, really. When they show everything that England used to be and stuff, because overall my ancestry is mainly Celtic. I have some Scandinavian and Japanese, but so the UK and Ireland, that's the majority of my ancestors' homeland. And it's sad to see what it is now. There was open. I mean, cheer me up. Red green. Red green's funny. I just feel more emotional lately too. I don't know why. Let's go up. It's way down over here. Yes, that's Serenity, the movie. You can watch that another time. Oh, I gotta blow my nose now. Let me just turn this speaker off, my mic off for a minute while I blow my nose. Okay, the reason I did that video on my main channel because it's like news politic worthy too with what's going on. So uh, try not to yawn so much. And let's get yeah. Oh, and if you're wearing this is from Avengers, that guy in Germany who stood up and said there are always men like you. That's sad. And this is Criminal Minds episode. You see I have some other here that I bought. And there's hindsight. Looks like I can close the browser out too.
Canada. Vast, beautiful, unspoiled. Until the Red Green Show. It began with one man and an idea.
My wife Bernice said, why don't you and your buddies up at Possum Lodge do something useful for a change? All right, now that's exactly what I'm talking about. How come birds want to get inside the house so bad, eh? What, they tired of all the blue sky, all the freedom, the wide open spaces? You know, birds hitting windows is like people getting married. That was the same bird. Now that kind of logic is impressive, isn't it? Huh? You know what I think? I think we need something there to distract them. Something that'll make the birds stop before they even get to the window. I'm thinking bird feeder.
I'm frightened.
Where's that in the pause button? Yeah, just a minute. Let's just a sec. I hate when it doesn't show the pause button at first. That's so. Let me get back where
men are men and Mother Nature.
I'm frightened. I like my couldn't hide.
And so basically, just to give you an idea of the premise, red green is like Canadian redneck type stuff. You see.
Possum Lodge, a club on the shores of Possum Lake, where men are men and Mother Nature is frightened. Possum Lodge, where men still live by traditional values like Druids or Vikings. Possum Lodge, the last place on Earth you'd expect to see on television, especially on public television.
I actually don't remember the comic book episode that much, but it was funny.
You can blame my nephew. Harold wanted to see himself on television because he wasn't doing so well in real life, I guess. But he was even more useless back then, so he needed me to pave the way for him.
I've always found Uncle Red to have certain attitudes that are kind of quaint, in an abrasive, offensive way, sort of politically incoherent. But I thought if I could capture that on television, the viewers would force him to change. You know, it's easier than trying to talk to him. Because I felt if I could get some awareness, some heat, then we could be bigger than Bassmasters.
This was the late 70s, and the next thing I know, Harold has booked me onto some cheap Canadian show called The Smiths or something. Smith. I mean, why didn't they use their real names? Well, I know why. I stuck a toy duck on my hat to make it more entertaining. I just did that.
Oh, and for those of you who don't know, when you talk about Smith, people named Smith not using their real names, that is an inside joke because this actor's name is Steve Smith. And so, in case you didn't know, I'm just making myself some coffee too while I'm at it. Trying to. There we go. Adjust my headphones.
To fit in, because actors are all nutso anyway.
He had that ridiculous rubber duck on his head. You go on Smith and Smith and just sit on a picnic table and blab away. Yikes.
It's Red Green here, but the old Lodgeroni here. And, you know, I get a lot of mail, and I take a look at it from time to time. And some of the questions that come up, you know, a fella asked me there, how red, now do you fish from a canoe red? I don't know if that was the exact words, but he wanted to know how you fish from a canoe. So I thought, rather than, you know, just talk about it, we put a little film package together here that we may be able to syndicate, who knows. And just to show you how to fish from a canoe.
I love the rubber duck, by the way.
Did it, and I think it's one of the main reasons that they ended up giving this country over to us.
Boring, slow. You made Mr. Rogers look like Cirque du Soleil. There was a ton of negative response from the viewers.
It just clicked. Apparently, they had never seen so much viewer mail. I didn't actually read any of it. Didn't want to get a swelled head.
People called him Fathead. Clearly, they were watching.
The next thing you want to do, I think, is untire. You know, I mean, it's hard enough to paddle a canoe without dragging that dock and all them boats in behind you.
Humble beginnings that would have gone nowhere if it wasn't for the dogged persistence of one person. One person who wouldn't take no for an answer, who was relentless in pursuit of his destiny.
I did a power lunch with some network bigwigs. Well, not bigwigs, but their receptionist had a little wig, and I pitched her my show idea. And she asked, is it a sitcom? And I said, not really. And she asked, is it a drama? And I said, only by mistake. And she asked, does it have a romantic lead? And I laughed so hard, relish came out my nose. Oh, like that.
Next thing you know, I got my own series. Remember that phone call, Harold?
I begged them to let us have our own show. I swore that with me directing and producing, I can make Uncle Red entertaining.
They just signed me up. Just like that, huh? But you hear about these actors who struggle to get a break? Hey, what is their problem? The next thing you know, we were into production. I mean, we had to write it, cast it, get sets, props, locations, sound, crew. That took the whole morning. But that afternoon, we taped our very first show.
This right here is it's a belt sander. But I wouldn't advise you sanding your belt with it unless you are really into the celibacy thing. Anyway, let me show you how this works with this little piece of wood I got right here. That reminds me, I wanted to talk about safety goggles. Anyway, so there's something else you can do with the sander. It's good for sanding a big...
Wait for it, people, wait for it.
Like a door here. Now with the door, the first thing you have to decide is which way is the grain going. All right. The grain is going that way. So we sand against the grain. Now you hold her level, a little bit nose up, keep her steady, and bring her down onto the door.
That works so well.
All right, that's right too. I forgot. You have to sand with the grain. So what I'll do is just swing the door around. All right. Now,
the sander going and drop her down onto the door. I'm obviously not going to be able to finish this job until I get a longer workbench. So, until next time, remember, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
This is the part of the show that you like best.
Oh, all right. So long, and thanks for watching.
No one knew what they were doing, including the audience. Critics say they kept tuning in because they thought, I must not be getting this. The audience built as people warned their friends. Morbid curiosity kept bringing in new viewers. Red wanted to do the whole show himself, but Harold felt they needed guests. Harold knew they'd come a long way and that a little Uncle Red went a long way too. Guests would break up the pace, like speed bumps.
I tried to get like Kevin Costner, Russell Crowe, George Clooney as guests, but there were scheduling problems. Except with Kevin Costner, but we just decided to go with Possum Lake guys as guests. Kept it local, like inbreeding.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that this afternoon. I was gonna do that today. But I got these cottagers squawking at me like, fix my boat, like we're never gonna have another summer again.
One such guest was Glenn Braxton, local marina owner and operator. Despite his hectic schedule, he found time to appear on Red's show.
Well, when Red first asked me to do some stuff on the show, I was pretty excited. So I said I'd think about it. And then a few years later, it occurred to me that there'd be a ton of free advertisement for my marina.
Glenn Braxton would have to be the laziest human being I've ever met. Most of the guys around here respect him for that.
Well, being on television, I mean, you just can't buy that kind of advertisement, Well, actually, you can. It's just it costs money. And, it takes a little effort. And effort has always kind of been a conundrum for me. So I said to Red, yeah, sure, I'll do your little show. I figured I'd start off there and then maybe move up to Bassmasters. It is physically impossible to drink a 5-gallon pail full of water while lying down.
Like all of the guests on the Red Green Show, Glenn Braxton felt that the secret to acting was to just be yourself, if not more so.
Working with Glenn was like working with molasses. Or any part of a mole, really.
As the director, I found Mr. Braxton's energy rather low-key, like roadkill. No, but the good thing was, though, he made Uncle Red look energetic. And that's not easy to do.
Okay, Red, old buddy, you want to lean down there and grab that thing? Now, be careful. Just use your legs, okay? Because you don't want to getting a bad back like I got.
Well, I don't want a bad back, but I wouldn't mind one like you got.
Well, so much for free advertising. I mean, the show might be a big hit in Iowa or Salt Lake City, but up here at Possum Lake, nobody's watching it. I mean, I was losing business. I guess people assume that now I'm this big shot TV guy that I'm not going to devote the personal attention to the boat that I had in the past.
Now, what do I do, ease off on the nozzle when I hear her filling up there?
Well, you can, Red, but that's if the owner of the boat's around. If he's gone, then just keep her going, because you make a couple extra bucks every fill-up. That's a good tip for you marine operators out there. Well, no one around here watches, because we can get Red live and in person just by driving over to the lodge. So even though the Red Green Show made me this big shot TV guy, it ended up costing me $300 in lost business. But I'm a big boy, I got over it.
He came to me demanding $300. I thought it was ridiculous. But what could I do?
Well, Harold ended up giving me the $300. You believe that? What a doofus.
Yeah, one reason also I like the Red Green Show, yeah, my mom and I watched it together, is, well, they won't call me sexist for this, whatever, but I like watching guys do stupid stuff to each other. That is a happy place for me. And the Red Green Show was an endless source of that, and it was fake, so no one really got hurt or anything.
It was great having Glenn on the show, but for some reason we could never afford a wrap party until he left.
Bitter? Oh, no. It's all about moving forward. Yeah, I got my own show in development now. It's a sitcom. It's like Friends, except it's called Glenn's. And instead of the 3 guys and the 3 girls, It's me and 5 girls. Yeah, we got Fox pretty interested in it.
Glenn wasn't our only guest. We had some guys with energy. At the time, there was this huge demographic for those who played golf.
Well, that fat guy, Wally, he was Republican, I think.
Demographic.
Oh.
Anyway, I thought I could tap into that market if we had a guest golfer.
Right, oh yeah, there was a guy who worked for the Ministry of the Environment. He was the only guest that really scared me. Hey, Bob. Hi, Bob.
Oh, hi, Red. I didn't even hear you coming. I'm so caught up working, water testing for the ministry.
As it turned out, Bob Stuyvesant was a complex man who had several unresolved issues.
Well, that was a time in my life when I had difficulty focusing. On one hand, I was obsessed with golf. And then on the other hand, I had a job that demanded 35 or 40 hours of my time per month.
See, I would have thought this was just an ordinary golf ball here.
No, that's a dimpled ergonometer.
Wow. And this is not just a putter?
No, that sets the parameters for the wind speed indicator. It's a recalibration wrench.
No kidding. And you don't just call that a putt?
Oh, I'd call that a birdie.
Bob claimed he worked for the government, but I never really agreed with that. He got paid by the government, but work? But hey, maybe that's the way they all are.
I always thought he was going to hit me. And that's no way to build a relationship.
Well, I've come a long way since I left the show. I retired from my government position with a full pension. I love this country. I've never really did get my golf game under control, so I became a teaching pro. You would not believe how many really bad golfers are out there. Wow.
I never got into golf. I went once, and that was it for me. I mean, sure, I'm always down for hitting things, but was too boring for me. I prefer video games.
I think Bob left the show when he realized that none of us were ever going to take up the game of golf.
I think he's an angry man.
Yeah, I blame the golf on that. I mean, it takes a lot of time, it's expensive, and your head gets baked in the sun. I never met a happy golfer my whole life.
I don't know if I've ever been happier than I am now. I look at someone's golf swing, I give them a few tips, but well, basically I know that there's no chance that they're ever going to be any good. And that gives me great pleasure.
On a clear summer night when the warm summer breeze comes down to the water and rustles the trees, a bunch of us meet there and strip to the buff. Cause boys will be boys, and enough is enough. We go skinny dipping, hop and flipping. When nature's calling, we go cannonballing. Our rate rises, the spirit soars. The moon you see might even be yours. Skinny dipping, slapping my butt on the lake. I wouldn't drink the water.
Oh, now he tells me.
Isn't she a beauty? There's only 2 things that come into your life once. True love and a good used police car.
The Red Green Show has always had an intimate relationship with law enforcement. Many police officers are fans of the show, as are many.
Okay, this clip, I don't know if this was from an actual episode or the movie they did, because there was a regular movie they did. And for those of you who don't know, the show ran for 15 seasons. I have every episode.
Of their clients.
We get fan letters from guys in prison. No women in prison, just guys, right?
Yeah, it's when they use their one phone call to contact us that we get a little concerned.
Yeah, No idea why the show would appeal to anyone incarcerated.
Well, maybe it's the fact that one of our show regulars is a career criminal.
All right, now. And Mike, now that you're out and unsupervised, tell the people at home, what is the one thing that keeps you on the straight and narrow?
Oh, urinalysis.
Mike Hammer joined the program in season 4 after Red had taken him under his wing as a handyman assistant.
Mr. Green was really the first person in my whole life who was willing to look past all my various faults and misdemeanors and see that I was a quality person underneath it all.
I really had no idea what we were getting into, but it beat working with Harold.
Before Mike, my only experience with the criminal element was from people grabbing my toque and giving me wedgies. So, the first time I went to meet him, I wore tearaway underwear. They're wedgie-proof. That's my own idea.
All right, Mike, your mother is married to...
Her job. Exotic dancing's her life.
You got the sense that Mike had had a very different upbringing than most of us.
the man who slept with your mother.
Could you be more specific?
Okay, growing up with just a mom, you knew you had a...
Curfew.
Another word for daddy.
Lifer.
All right, Mike. If your wife has kids, you'll be...
Long gone.
Whoa. Just like your...
Father.
I love the word game. The word game is really fun. I hope they show the funny one in here.
Time has been good for me, no question.
But I have to run to the bathroom really quick first. Sorry about that, people. Turn the mic off. Okay, let's see if there's any chatters really quick first before I start again. Okay, there's not. So back to the movie. Woo!
It's as dangerous as prison, but
I got
it's
myself
mostly
my grapes
accidents.
too, the snack on while I'm
And there's a level
watching.
of acceptance that is truly heartwarming. And plus, with all those guys around you all the time, it's very difficult to get away with anything.
I had decided to let Mike join the lodge, and we actually did it on the air in our 5th season. See, with Mike, you always want lots of witnesses. He obviously wasn't expecting anything like that to happen. That's right, Mike. You're still in your trial period.
Yeah, and I usually don't do too good at trials.
Oh, no, that's all behind you now. And Mike has unfortunately spent most of his adult life behind bars.
Yeah, plus I leaned on a few.
Yeah, but I think it's been good for you, don't you? Being around the lodge, around the guys and so on.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, being around you guys has been great, you know. I've been seeing the way you dress and hearing the way you talk and seeing what you made of yourself. I mean, that's convinced me I got to get more education.
Oh, so you're going back to school, are you?
Oh, yeah, I got my eye on a business degree. I'm going to take my thesis in economics and probably do a master's in international money lending. Yeah.
Wow.
As soon as I get my grade 8.
Well, Mike, we've been watching you, and we think you deserve a little pat on the back here, so... Mike, welcome to Possum Lodge.
Oh, really?
This good for fermenting or something?
This is amazing. I've never belonged to nothing legal before.
I guess I'm going to eat more.
You know what I'm going to do, Mr. Green? I'm going to save up my pay, and I'm going to change my Satan tattoo into a possum.
Well, that's great. You know what else I got for you? In my wallet, I have your membership card for the Possum Lodge.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, you did this for me? Oh, gee, thanks, Mr. Green. Oh, it's changed me for sure. Like, over the years, I've had accomplices, co-defendants, fellow gang members. But for the first time, I've got friends. And with friends, you can share. And no one calls it squealing.
Oh, this is
Or
funny.
uses it against you in a court of law. My biggest mistake was my first bank robbery.
Crime doesn't pay, does it, Mike?
Not the way I do it.
What went wrong?
Well, first of all, I couldn't find a mask, so I had to use the drive-thru. And so I wrote a note to the teller saying this is a holdup, and I put the note in the little tube and I sent it in, right?
They figure out it was you?
Well, yeah, because I wrote it on the back of one of my own checks.
Were they mad when they saw the note?
No, they were laughing. 'Cause I wanted them to know I meant business, right? So I sent my gun in with it.
That's the worst thing about mistakes. Happen to explain it to your wife.
Amen.
Oh, yeah? Try explaining to your mother you got caught robbing a bank. Especially when she's sitting at home waiting for her cut.
And this is extra funny because when you talk about putting the gun into the thing, the vacuum tube to send inside the bank when you're at the drive-thru, I thought it was a real story because I've watched so many dumb criminal stuff that I thought it was real. And I'm sure that mentality, people have done stuff like that before, but this actual story, I thought it was real. And I've been telling people it was real. There's probably a story like that, but no. Why is the volume seeking?
All right. Let's say you got to get a pile of dirt off your front lawn because your in-laws are coming over, and they always steal your dirt. All right, now we just want to lower down the height with the height control, or in this case, the driver's window. All right, now we just got to drop the bucket there with our sunroof control. And we just pull in the drag control on the passenger window. And then just raise her up. And then we can take her over where we want to dump her. Is that luxury or what? Remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Oh yeah, we gotta dump the dirt too. What we have here is the Cadillac of backhoes. No, actually, it's the backhoe of Cadillac. You want to really horse this down good because you don't want this thing coming off at 3,000 RPM going through your skull. No chair is worth that. Unless it was... No, not even then.
Part innovation, part hallucination. The Red Green Show is known for its eclectic mix of jerry-rig fix-its and handyman creations. Red's ideas ignore traditional styles, good taste, and the laws of physics.
People think that before you can accomplish anything in your life, you need to have a lot of education and experience. I'm living proof of all the great things that can happen, even though you may not have either one of those things. I learn by doing, and then by repairing what I've done. I have kind of an inborn curiosity and fearlessness. I would say that's the #1 reason I try to do all those things.
The #1 reason we could do those things? Socialized medicine. Without a doubt.
And just one last thing, just a comment on eye protection. You know, you only have 2 eyes. Take care of them. Okay.
Whatever the empowering force, the ingenuity of the man cannot be denied. With a dogged determination, unlimited naivete, a yard full of K-cars, and a few hundred rolls of duct tape, Red Green has emerged as the blue-collar retro engineer of the 21st century.
People always wonder, how do you think of those things? I have no idea.
People always wonder, what were you thinking? He has no idea.
I say it's a guy thing. We have no trouble blowing off a Saturday morning, converting a hot water heater into a one-man sub. I don't see too many women doing that.
What my uncle means is these are things that women choose not to do. They are certainly every bit as capable as men are, if not more so.
Well, Harold, nobody's excluded here. Possum Lodge is open to all races, colors, creeds, and sexes. It's just, for some reason, women don't seem to enjoy doing things like inflating hip waders, you know?
The lack of women on the show was a stumbling block in the early years. In one episode, an actress was hired to play Red's wife so the program might get picked up by a network. She became the first woman to appear on the show.
Is it Aunt Bernice?
What?
Stay tuned to the Red Green Show for more great fun.
Who are you?
I'm Bernice.
That's my wife's name, Harold. She's Bernice.
Yes, I am. And we're gonna have lots of zany adventures, aren't we, dear?
Well, if you can clear it with my real wife, I'm willing to give it a try.
It was something my agent thought I should do. It was an odd environment for me. I mean, they were all nice and polite, but, you know, just strange. Like being the only girl at a high school dance, only more awkward. No one I know saw the show, so it, you know, didn't affect my career. I no longer use that agent.
I think Laura really enjoyed the lodge and would probably have loved to be a regular.
I never got that.
Oh, I've never noticed the little dolls here between them in the background. I mean, have I seen this? Oh my gosh. Burp, excuse me.
Harold doesn't understand women.
There have been other women on the television show. We did a bachelor auction one time, which brought me a lot of interesting fan mail. And a few seasons ago, I came up with an idea showing behind-the-scenes television with a young female
what is that,
programming
like snow
executive.
stuff on
It was
the
the
edges?
original
What-
reality
that come from?
television.
Then last season, we had a contest winner who appeared on the Mr. Possum Lake episode. She beat you, didn't she, Harold?
I was retaining water.
Oh, wait a minute. I got Buster Hatfield's pajamas in the back of the van.
You know, this may not be a need to know.
Oh, no, Buster gave them to me. He said they were bad luck. I was going to use them as oil rags, but you could put them on, Dalton.
Some women are referred to but never seen, like Red's wife Bernice and Dalton Humphrey's wife Anne Marie. A few seasons ago, viewers got to at least hear
You
Anne
get some
Marie as
coffee,
Dalton
maybe
tried to
that'll help.
sneak in after a late night at the lodge.
Just go right up there and knock on the door.
Turn your lights off. Anne Marie! I've locked myself out.
Who is that?
It's me, honey. It's Dalton. You know, I heard a noise down on the porch, and it woke me up. And when I came out to investigate, the door locked behind me.
You are such a moron, you know that?
Yes, I am.
Dalton,
Yes, you're coming, dear.
how come you're wearing Buster Hatfield's pajamas? Huh?
See, now one thing about this clip is, like, he was doing that to sneak in. But me, when, like, she's like, oh, those are Buster Hatfield's pajamas, I would have been like, how does she know what his pajamas look like? Is there stuff we don't know? No, oh no, he got caught. But then maybe that's just a me thing.
You know, we don't all win when we win. When they say for better or for worse, there's no limit on how much worse.
Dalton has a rough go of it at home. I mean, it's a tough combination. Anne-Marie's very competitive, and Dalton's a loser.
It's one of those sad relationships. You know, where the man thinks the best way to avoid confrontation is not to communicate. So, she fills in the empty spaces. Dr. Phil can spend a whole season working on Anne-Marie and Dalton.
Dalton constantly reminds everyone at the lodge that he and his wife don't have a successful marriage. It's almost like therapy for him.
And go!
Okay, Dalton, the opposite of married. Happy?
My wife hates the red-green show. It's not her cup of tea, as they say. Actually, she hates tea too. It's not her cup of gin. It's not her thing. I remember once there was an emergency, and I had to stay overnight with Red in the same bed.
Oh, that's
and,
okay.
Anne-Marie found that particularly offensive.
Dalton,
Yes.
what is that?
What is what?
There's something cold in the bed.
Oh, that's my tire iron.
You expecting a flat?
It's for protection.
I don't find you that attractive, Dalton.
And there's no sex. None on the show either. Which is good because, you know, some people are just a little uncomfortable about...
Oh, here we go. My favorite word game.
You have 30 seconds to get my uncle to say this.
Sex?
Oh, there. Yes,
This
she is
boat's,
here.
like a
Hello,
wife for
you.
Isn't it, Jim?
Red, this boat is not like a wife. This boat is here when I come home every afternoon.
There was a failed marriage in the first season of the show. Jimmy McVeigh, the Possum Lake mailman, spent all of his time and money restoring a rotten old boat. His wife finally had enough and sailed off.
It's not like I didn't spend some time with her. Man, dear.
Yeah.
I mean, I had her up in that boat once to help me lift the engine out.
Oh, yeah.
She was bloody useless.
Well, it's too bad anyway, you know.
It is.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It is. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have had that boat in the bloody water by now.
You know, Jimmy and Dalton were kind of the exceptions. Most of the guys get along really well with their wives.
Really? Who?
Well, lots of them, Harold. Like, well, Bernice and I.
Well, yes. Well, yes. I mean, you and Aunt Bernice, of course, sure. Unless you're home.
You know who got along really well with women? Buzz.
Oh, God.
Buzz never married.
Well, maybe that's a secret.
Here we go.
Buzz, talk to you for a minute. Buzz.
Aw, man, stupid piece of crap.
Legendary bush pilot Buzz Sherwood, always a high-energy guest on the show, lived life like he was still in high school, implying that he'd actually gone.
Wow, is that me? All weird and loud and crazy? Wow. Is that how I come across? Cool.
Buzz was always a little wired. I thought he should give talks to teenagers. Wouldn't matter what he talked about, the message would be the same. Say no to drugs.
When we did the visits to Buzz in the old shows, I always worked the camera. The very first time we visited him, he headbutted the lens, and that kind of set the tone.
My buddies always say, well, you must have some great memories of working on the show. I say, no, I don't remember any of the 90s. I had a dog. No, I wanted a dog. One thing I tell people, who've done the 12-step program and decide to become a bush pilot in the North, you never, ever get repeat customers. I don't know why. You just don't.
I remember one time we went to visit him, Uncle Red saw him playing with a radio control transmitter. So we figured he had like a new toy or something. That would have been normal. That wasn't Buzz.
Whose plane is this?
That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a little wussy for me, don't you think? So, I ripped the guts out of it, and I put it in my plane beauty.
You mean you're flying a full-size plane with radio controls?
Here she comes! Whoa! Look at that beauty!
Wow.
Man, look at that turn!
That's nice.
Isn't that cool?
Flies better without you in it, man.
It does. I love to fly. I always have. I always will. But they got too many rules. You got wheels on your plane, Buzz, you're supposed to land on land. Or you got pontoons on your plane, Buzz, you're supposed to land on water. I say, anytime you can land a plane and you can walk away from it, that's a success, man.
True. I see nothing wrong with that statement.
We have a pretty broad membership at the lodge, a little bit of everything, really. I'm saying we also have some entrepreneurs. Glenn at the marina, Dalton at the everything store, Arnie Dogan, the roofer, and
that
Kevin
guy.
Black was a big fancy...
Oh, him. If you've ever seen Due South, you recognize him. And a lot of the Red Green crew have been on Due South. In fact, the guy who plays Hap Shaughnessy played this guy's dad on the show. Or rather, the ghost of this guy's dad, but spoiling it would ruin everything.
As developer from the city.
Winston Rothschild, PHB, LLX, SOL, IOU, DOA, VCR, PDQ, QT, and of course, TNA.
The most famous lodge entrepreneur has to be Winston Rothschild of Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services.
Wait a minute. You don't have any education. All you're doing is hosting this show. You're no better than me.
So you're saying, we're both in the sewage business?
Stretching, sorry.
Well, yeah, but I take it away. Yeah, I really feel I've grown my business since I started doing the show. If you take a look at the progression of my television commercials, I started with some pretty simple stuff. Winston Rothschild here of Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services. Call me if you got a gusher and can't flush her. 1-800-555-SUCK. But now I've taken sewage to amazing heights.
Announcing a motion picture event of unprecedented scope and unparalleled septic significance. Winston Rothschild III in his first dramatic role as John Toad, a poor itinerant sewage and septic sucking technician.
I'll be around. Wherever you look. Wherever there's a fight where some plumber's cheating some poor guy, I'll be there. I'll be there in the way a guy reaches to raise the seat or jiggle the handle. Wherever people flush without thinking, or walk through their yards without finding that soft, mushy spot, or enjoy the smell of a sweet summer breeze instead of something else. I'll be there.
Coming this summer to a theater near you, The Wrath of Grapes.
And I'm eating grapes right now.
Whenever
That's
I
funny.
think about how well Winston has done against all odds, I get teary-eyed, especially if he's upwind of me. He talks about success like it's been easy, but I'm sure there were plenty of times when he was pumping out a septic tank and thinking things weren't looking too rosy.
I think it all comes down to what's inside you. Oh, sure, when I spend an entire day sucking out septic tanks, it's easy for me to focus on people's dark side. But hindsight is not going to get me to where I plan to.
Oh, and I have actually read the Grips of Wrath book.
Go. It's funny, I've got a slogan on my living room wall made out of bits and pieces of exploded hose that says, "When life hands you sewage, you make lemonade." I guess I'm just lucky. Well, some people go through their entire lives without ever really knowing their true purpose. But for me, ever since I was a young boy, I've known that I was put on this earth to suck sewage. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, the kids used to tease me a bit. They'd say, Winston likes to suck sewage, or there goes Winston, the sewage sucker. Or I also remember them saying, hey, Winston, why don't you go suck some sewage? You know, that type of thing. But where are those kids now? Well, okay, actually a lot of them have done pretty well for themselves, but that's not the point, right? Yeah, I think when folks call me, they know they're getting a real person. Yeah, sure, you could call one of those big, faceless, multinational sewage-sucking companies, but, you know, it's not always about who has the biggest truck, right? It's about people. People with septic tanks. If you're having a problem, call me, we'll talk. I'm here to lighten your load.
Winston Rothschild and you, one of life's special relationships.
Winston is kind of the exception around here in terms of how lodge members feel about their jobs. A lot of them hate their jobs.
Oh, I can think of a few. Ranger Gordon never seemed completely, what's the word?
Sane?
Fulfilled with his employment situation. And Bob Stuyvesant never struck me as a happy worker.
I'm going to say 2 words, Harold. Animal control officer.
That's 3 words.
I'll use a hyphen.
Garth Harble here, animal control, with another important tip on how you control your animals. Come on in here, Red.
Boy, Garth, a bit of a head injury there. Chasing bears in a cave, were you?
No, Red, exactly the opposite.
Garth Harble was Possum Lake's original animal control officer. Plagued with unfortunate maulings and animal-related injuries, he eventually left on a full medical retirement. Garth's job was given to Ed Frid, a man who shared Garth's inherent fear of animals. Ed was Siegfried to Garth's Roy.
So what kind of snake is this?
It's a cobra.
A cobra? Wow, you brought in a cobra.
Yeah. What was I thinking?
Okay, so can we have a look at it, Ed?
Oh, no. I think we better just leave it in the basket. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's kind of wussy, huh?
Red, this is a black-necked cobra, better known as a spitting cobra.
Oh, they spit the poison? Yeah, oh, yeah. Now, how far can that cobra spit the poison?
Well, farther than this.
Are we safe here, Ed?
Oh, yeah, as long as the lid stays on the basket.
All right. Ed?
What?
I think the lid came off the basket.
Really?
What are you gonna do?
I have no plans.
Why don't you put the lid back on the basket?
Why don't you put the lid back on the basket? No, shh. Stay still. Don't move.
He's staring right at me.
Dude, shh. Don't move. He's getting ready to spit.
Oh, so am I. Or did you say spit?
Take this garbage can lid and put it in front of your face. It'll shield you. Brace yourself.
I'm all about education. Yeah, I want to teach the kids it's not just bears and wolves we have to fear. It's ferrets and badgers and skunks. And pretty much anything with fur, really. And if I can steer just one child away from animals or a career in animal control, then it's all been worthwhile.
They say animals can smell fear. Well, with Ed, you don't need to be an animal. You can smell it, taste it, feel
termites.
it. Heck, most of the time he gets the whole room shaking.
Or carpenter ants.
I feel sorry for Ed. He probably thought all animals were warm and loving, like girls. But then they just turn on you. Call you a dork and tell everybody that you dance like a kangaroo. That can hurt a person.
There are many myths about animals. Well, like that whole make eye contact and the animal will know your dominant theory. That's
Is he
bogus.
okay?
Well, I was making eye contact once with a weasel. He clawed me with his back legs. Eye contact means nothing. It's claw contact, tooth contact, fang contact. You know, that's what it's all about.
Barring a fatal attack, Ed Frid can look forward to being the Possum Lake Animal Control Officer for many years to come, because he has no other prospects and no one wants his job.
I know something else about possums. They need air.
No, he's fine. He's just toying with us.
I think you're going to have to resuscitate him, man.
What are you suggesting, CPR?
No, how about mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Huh? Hey, folks, you want to see Ed perform a miracle here? Huh? Come on, Ed. Here you go. And just small puffs now. Don't inflate them.
Oops. Yeah, and I think they finally had a possum on for Possum Lodge.
I don't mind a guy being successful or hating his job or whatever. Where I have a problem is a guy who just can't find a way to tell the truth.
Oh, here we go.
They say that all men like to gild the lily, but Hap Shaughnessy gilds the entire compost heap.
You're telling me that you looked after a herd of tigers?
Well, it wasn't a big herd, 200 or 300 head, but it was a handful. Roping and branding them, it was violent work. Rodeos were nothing but a bloodbath.
Is it my fault that I've had a full and varied life? I guess I could just sit quietly and not share my stories, but who is that helping?
If he would just sit quietly and not share his stories, that would be a big help.
I like Hap stories. With most of the guys around here, you never know if they're telling the truth or not. With Hap, you know.
Sire Nicholas, or as I used to call him, Grandpa Nick. He hid my mom in a large Fabergé egg. And he mailed her to France. All right? And she was brought up in Paris. She even had a short fling with Ernest Hemingway. So, pregnant with me, she emigrated to Canada, and she started up a chip wagon in Port Asbestos. I think we owe it to each other not to be boring. If you spend time with me, you're going to hear things that'll really make you think people can't believe what I've done in my career. But as I said when I was doing brain surgery, hey, it's not rocket science.
You don't need to be a jerk.
When I look back on my life, inventing the
Oh,
laser,
careful.
saving the Queen, discovering fire, dating all those supermodels, and the creation of karaoke,
Marmalade!
I think the thing I'm most proud of is that whether I've been
Marmalade! Don't you dare! Marmalade!
in space or at the bottom of the ocean. I've been true to myself.